Okay, guys, this is going to be different. We're going to be talking about Black Panther again. So forgive me if this is not about music. Um, in case you guys were wondering, for those who haven't seen the latest Black Panther film, Wakanda Forever, I went on a rant about what happened in the film after watching it in theaters. And I came across so many other creators who are agreeing with what I said after watching it. And spoiler alert, they killed off T'Challa. And for some reason, Marvel does not want to recast him. Somehow, in the film, he has been recast. A child who's going to take his father's place. A child that doesn't even exist in the comic books. So we were wondering, what exactly is Marvel doing here? What sense of direction do they have to make this happen? How are they going to continue the legacy behind Black Panther? Because even though Shuri became Black Panther, she doesn't become Black Panther for long. But in the film, which was led by nearly an all-female cast, which went amazingly well, the women in the film, they did an amazing job. I have nothing against that. But it doesn't really go by the comics. And I know what you're going to say. Not every superhero film goes by the comics, 100%. And I agree with that. Even my father said it. But imagine having a Batman film. Batman gets killed off and it's just Robin, Batgirl, yada yada. That's it. That's pretty much that character is the freaking glue to everything in that universe. Same for Black Panther. So I had a conversation with another creator on YouTube. He goes by ChillMonger. I actually talked to him and we had a nice conversation. Yeah, and he even invited me to one of his Saturday live streams. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And we all agreed on the same thing, recast T'Challa. And there were so many creators that I found on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, even on Tumblr, if anybody still uses that. Everybody was complaining that this movie was completely confusing. Even though it did well in the box office, some people thought otherwise. So he came out with a video called Recast T'Challa Fans, Shut Up at Marvel. So you sold your soul for a jello roll, huh? Let's see what he has to say.
Hashtag recast T'Challa fans need to shut up at Marvel. I've changed my mind. Here's what sparked it if you were missing out on the conversation. Twitter says, all you unhealthy hashtag recast T'Challa fans accept Shuri as the Black Panther Marvel leads with. She's the one. Not the permanent one though, just temporary. Marvel will be behind Toussaint next, then T'Challa after a reboot. And start and stop representation, just like Chad would have wanted. Bigots.
Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I don't think this is what Chad would have wanted. We all don't know what Chad would have wanted. Let's keep it a buck. We don't know what he would have wanted. He's not here to defend himself. God bless his soul. But the closest thing that we can accept for Chadwick is when his brother said that he would have wanted the character to continue without him. That's the closest thing that we can accept from this point. He didn't say that, or Chad would have wanted the character to die with him, or to retire if he were to stop acting or pass away. That wouldn't make any sense. No offense to Chadwick, but T'Challa was way much bigger than him. It's always about the character. There are plenty of actors out there that could probably do a great job, if not better than Chadwick. Chadwick is the first to portray this character. So we got to give him his flowers for that. Now Toussaint is the name of the son that he had when Shuri and T'Challa were dusted off. The blimp, the snap. And apparently in the film, he said that his Wakanda name is T'Challa. And most likely, he's supposed to be the next T'Challa. And that's where everyone got confused. Where on earth did this even come from? Now, the original script, it said that Ryan Coogler said that after the 5 years, when T'Challa and Shuri come back to life, They're supposed to discover everything that they missed out on the last 5 years, including the son he never knew. Regardless or not, I don't think either one of us, quote unquote, recast T'Challa fans would have liked either script, because it doesn't go by the comics. That's another thing. People always keep telling me stop saying go by the comics. I really don't care. I'm always going to be team recast T'Challa, but I learned to accept the fact that they're not going to do that. I mean, let's say for instance that, you know, they had the opportunity to go back and redo the film. People would be a little bit traumatized to the fact that they're not going to be on set with Chadwick anymore. They wouldn't want to relive those moments again. So it is what it is. The damage is already done. So moving forward, you telling us that we should shut up and marvel? Come on, chill. Really, man? You was right on this side of the spectrum. Now you're going that way. Come on, man. Come on. Let's keep looking.
Now, when I wrote that tweet, it was retweeted twice and 16 likes. I also added, you have no idea how foolish you sound advocating for Marvel's top black hero to get an uninterrupted push. What's the value in having one black character with top 5 status? And you can have 3 black characters with top 20 status, all under the same mantle, same name. 3 is more than 1. Stupid.
We all have a right to an opinion, man, and I don't know, man. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but we had this conversation earlier, and for you to put me in that category to call everyone foolish and stupid to say that they need to recast T'Challa, I mean, I wouldn't say you're stupid to keep moving forward. I mean, who knows? Maybe Marvel might redeem themselves for what they did, for what they've done. But I wouldn't. Come on, I mean, I think you're pushing it way too far to call it stupid. I'm like, you trolling the heck out of people, man. I mean, when you can have 3 black characters, top 20 status under the same mantle. Think about it. Black Panther had his own standalone film. That's all we get of the Black Panther. Yeah, man, it sounds like you trolling. I mean, I'm not taking this personal at all, because I still stand by my decision. When you can have 3 black characters with top 20 statuses under the same mantle. Yeah, but it's too soon if you think about it, man. If you think about it, it's way too soon. Everything is happening way too fast. I mean, I'm not going to use Chadwick's death as an excuse, because we all didn't know what was going on. I don't know, man. I mean, this was very, very random. This was all of a sudden, this guy just changed his mind. That's crazy. Let's see. I think he reacted to certain people who gave their opinions about why Marvel should recast T'Challa, and I think he was talking down on them too, man.
Shut up and marvel. Simple instructions. To marvel is to simply enjoy, taste, and say, this heart-shaped synthetic herb is just like the real one. Deshaun, keep going.
About honor. Why not honor Chadwick Boseman by doing what he wanted? Why not honor Chadwick Boseman by taking the final piece of work that he did on the original BP script
Well, he did have input on the original BP script.
original BP film and have that be the film moving forward?
Okay, but the original BP script that he's talking about, which was one that he actually was offered to read 2 weeks before he would eventually have passed. Why did Deshaun know about that?
Instead of injecting your personal morbid feelings into the script and having that be the film that you show for viewers' entertainment. Chadwick Boseman understood the importance of this character. He understood the importance of the representation that Marvel is selfishly taking off of the screen. He understood that this character was created in 1966 during the height of the civil rights movement for black little boys that didn't
There you go with the civil rights movement again.
have a superhero that they could call.
What's wrong with that? He's telling the truth. I don't understand why people make it a big deal when we bring up certain situations that happened in the past that's also associated with this character. Black Panther was a very big deal back in the day. And it seems like people, anti-recast T'Challa fans, they think it's completely irrelevant to the situation right now. And as far as I'm concerned, this is not doing us any justice at all. I mean, wow, I'm definitely surprised at what ChillMonger is saying. Wow, man, it just seemed like all of a sudden he was on 2013 recast T'Challa, now he let's keep going.
Their own, a superhero that they could look at that looked like them, a superhero that could relate to them culturally. The Black Panther.
Just because black little boys from the 60s got that superhero, you think people from the 60s are still okay? Some people are still, and they would really like to see. Right, Deshaun.
Panther franchise transcends your little MCU. The Black Panther franchise is bigger than Chadwick Boseman, and he understood that himself. The Black Panther franchise was not something that was created in 2018. This has been here. You may be new here, but this has been here. We have been here. It's always going to be. Recast T'Challa until the king is back on his throne.
No.
Yes. Dang, man, I'm actually getting a little heated right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna watch any more because this is over an hour and a half long. ChillMonger is going to disagree regardless, but what he said is he's spitting straight facts. That's why I looked up to Black Panther so much when I was a little kid. I did a lot of research on him. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't read all the comics. I read a little bit of them, but over time, I've got to learn more about him over the internet. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I might not know a lot. I might know the important factors of Black Panther, T'Challa himself, but I don't know everything. And ever since his debut in Civil War, Captain America Civil War, Chadwick has just completely boosted the popularity of that character, and it meant so much for the black community. Yes, and I know if ChillMonger reacts to this, I know exactly what he's gonna say. Oh, black this, black that. Yeah, I'm not taking any shots at you, brother. It's just, you weren't like this when I met you. I don't know. I talked about this twice on my channel, and going on a third time, everyone who I put in my video, my last video, completely stating the facts about what was going on. ChillMonger, you don't like the fact that Sam Wilson is the new Captain America. He's no longer Falcon, brother. He is Captain America. Go by the comic books, brother.
I'm on your ass, boy. I'm on your ass.
I'm calling him Captain America. That's who he is. Give credit where it's due. Come on, brother. He deserves it. That's another story. If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about here, just watch the live stream. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I have nothing but respect for ChillMonger. I'm not taking this personal at all. It's just that this is something that a lot of people, including me, feel so strongly about. Most people say facts over feelings. I wouldn't call this facts because this is not what is supposed to happen. So when people feel so strongly about this, including myself, that should tell you something. So to say shut up and marvel, nah. You're just trolling. I'm sorry, you're just trolling. I might not know much about these characters as much as you do. I didn't grow up having comic books when I was a kid. I didn't have much growing up as a kid. But to this day and age, this is not exactly what we expected. This is not what we wanted. And it took all these years for Black Panther to actually come out in a live action film. This is probably something people have been waiting for years. And on top of that, they're not showing the proper respect towards T'Challa. I mean, they could have done something like with the multiverse in this film. They might do it later on, probably in Black Panther 3 or anything else associated with Shuri and the Avengers. They could have done something to redeem themselves due to the fact that they killed them off. And I had one dude was like, well, did you really expect them to actually CGI T'Challa, pretend that they were talking to a person with a deep face of Chadwick Boseman's face and not feel some type of way about it, like get all emotional? I mean, well, first of all, brother, Chadwick was long gone. And two, they added flashbacks of him from the first film. So how else would you think that they wouldn't feel some type of way if he wasn't there on the set? Yeah, I mean, for you to tell us to shut up, bro, come on, man. That's completely unnecessary, man. That's not right. So regardless of not if Marvel recast him or not, eventually they will recast him, but they won't recast him in a time that we want them to recast him. Eventually they will, but I don't like how they're doing it. We don't like how they're doing it. It's just ridiculous. I mean, this back and forth situation with team recast T'Challa and anti-recast T'Challa, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Whether you agree with Marvel's decision or not, just leave it at that. I'm not even tripping about it, but I digress. You guys let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Feel free to hit me up and I'll get right back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, to all of you anti-recast T'Challa fans, you be quiet. And Marvel,